what I want to talk about is some of the research that West Central does and some of the third-party funding. So what Blake is going to do is show you some test tubes to show you what we're trying to talk about and why we feel we have utility in the soil to be able to extract the nutrients from your soil, but also from the fertilizer you apply. So these are two soils. One's from South Dakota, one's from Minnesota. One has just distilled water added to it. The other one has Levesol. Now, remember those hydroxyl groups? They're hydroxyl. They oxidize things. What happens when you oxidize iron on your metal of your car? Turns into rust and it turns red, right? Oxidization. That's proof that we are actually chelating some of those positively charged ions and changing their color. And when we know that we're chelating them, we know we're solubilizing them. And remember, plants can't chew, they have to drink. So the perception or the next thing down the road is we are making them more available to be taken up by the plant. Okay? Now, Brian has got another wonderful, and I've got to keep moving so you guys can watch that, but Brian's got another wonderful demo where he is going to add Levesol to a premium, this is the premium fertilizer?
Correct.
Correct. He's going to add it to the premium fertilizer, and then he is also going to add it to 1034O. Folks, do you know that when they process 1034O, they take rock phosphate, they add sulfuric acid, and in the end, even though the analysis is 1034O ammonium polyphosphate, there is usually about 0.5 to 0.7% iron in there, and it is an insoluble impurity. Thank you. It's an insoluble impurity by nature, because more than likely, because the iron, as Dr. Kaiser was talking about, is so tightly bound to the phosphate that it just cannot be in solution. So there is iron in there, and we have proved it because we have chelated it by changing the color. That is proof that the iron has now been oxidized by those hydroxyl groups. So our demo is here really with what Blake's got back there, and what we're here is that we are able to solubilize nutrients both in the soil and in your fertilizer.